Thank you, my dear. All right, how many of you have expertise that could positively impact your targeted market? Raise your hands. Yes? How many of you have done the math in your head regarding being in front of 50 people in an hour versus one person in an hour and how that could exponentially grow your business? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Awesome. How many of you just want to work smarter, not harder, to enlist, equip, and engage your audiences? Yes? Turn to your neighbor, give her a high five, and say, you're in the right place. And him. And him. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me here today. I know I've spoken for you guys before, but it's been several years. So happy to be back. We've got a lot to cover in these 20, 25 minutes or so. So I'm going to go a little fast, but I'm going to get your engagement. So get excited about this. So who are my current speakers right now? Awesome. So who wants to tell me why you're here for this particular topic?
For you? Because you lost.
For you. Thank you. I'll slip that 20 underneath the table for you. All right. All right. Who else? Raise your hand. Yes, current speaker.
You need to be around people that are smarter than you.
Yes. That's why you're here. Yes. Hey, that's a compliment to everybody, right? Who else is current speaker? Yes.
And always keep polishing.
Always keep polishing. Yes, let's give them a round of applause for talking. Give up. How many one of these speakers are in the room? Are contemplating the value of doing that more? Excellent. So why are you here?
Because I want to learn everything that you've got already.
What will that do for you?
Make you a little more money, hopefully.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Renee, what would that do for you?
I want to learn how to start.
How to start? Like just get on the ground running and get speaking gigs and that sort of thing? Excellent. We're not going to really talk about that today, but we can do it in the afterglow. We can do it. I have 20 minutes. We can do it in the afterglow. Excellent. Who else is a budding speaker? Want to get out there? Yes. Why are you here?
Within my career, I would also like to teach and mentor other people, and so I want to be comfortable speaking.
Beautiful. Excellent. Let's give them a round of applause. Good job. And to keep this ball rolling, thank you again for being here. I'm going to cover a couple of topics, and then we're going to get into 3 techniques. But we can cover a lot more over in the afterglow if you decide to join me in the afterglow. We can get down into the nitty-gritty and details. First of all, this is so important to realize. I don't care what your content is. You are the brand of your delivery, right? Anybody can talk about what you're talking about, but you provide the differentiation in that topic, in that delivery. You create the experience that they have. Whether they're yawning through the whole thing or they're excited and raising their hands and doing high fives, how do you want them to be left with? Well, what do you want to leave them with? Right? So you are the brand of your delivery. And how many of you want to control that? Why do we want to control that?
We're control freaks.
You're control freaks. There you go. Consistency of message, right? And you want to make sure that you show up, right? As much as you can possibly show up. So you want to get your arms wrapped around, how do I control the setting, the context, all of the stuff that comes into the entire experience, right? As a speaker, I'm going to talk a little bit. This is not a Toastmasters 101 at all. This is really through the eyes of a trainer. I'm a certified trainer, so I'm going to give you some new material to really think about so that you can operate a little differently and deliver a little differently. So you are the brand manager of your experience. As much control as you could possibly take, you want to take that on. Because it's you that ends up being the perception in the minds of your audience. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
Beautiful. So in 2015, real quick, I left yet another workshop that I spent money and time in, and I traveled to, so it was a lot of time and a lot of money, to get information, to get something that would inspire me to grow. I'm a consummate learner. How many of you are in this room? Yes, you are too. So you get this. I left there and my expectations were not met. I was a little disappointed, a lot disappointed. I looked through my notes. I didn't get what differentiation they were trying to express in what I was trying to learn. It wasn't much new. I didn't absorb a lot of it. I didn't know what actions I was going to take. So I'm like, well, why did I even do this? I could have been doing this, and this. Anybody feel that way after a presentation or attending a workshop and spending money? So I decided, you know what? There were so many missed opportunities that I could pick out in the delivery of the information that this person was doing that I got so frustrated. I said, I'm going to go develop my own program. That's why a brand consultant is actually doing speaking workshops, because it is the brand of your delivery. You are the brand of your delivery. So you have to be able to develop who you are first in order to express that style of delivery in your delivery. Make sense? Yes. So I crafted in a day the Be a Better Speaker workshop in 2015. I had it all down, like they need to know this, and this, and launched it that month, or the next month. And I think Julie Miller-Davis and a few of you were in the very first workshop that I held. So I have 25 minutes, 13 slides, and 3 techniques to get through to you today. Are you ready to write some notes? Yes, awesome, beautiful. So first of all, we got to cover this. Are you a speaker or are you a trainer? Are you a speaker or are you a trainer? Well, wait a minute. What's the diff? What's the difference? Anybody? What is a speaker? Yes?
The speaker is a trainer.
Oh, she went through my workshop. I should have known that before I called on you. So let's talk about, in most people's mindsets, speakers are disseminators of information. I've got a PowerPoint. I've got information to give you. Write. Get it in your head. I got this, and this. Right? It's one way. I'm just giving you information, and you're just taking it with a fire hose and just absorbing it all. When you walk out of here, what happens? That's what happened to me with that expectation. I couldn't take it all in. It was way too much stuff, right? So I want you to think about what a trainer is and start thinking about the role that you actually play in delivering your own expertise to your target audience. Collaborator. Trainers ensure that there is two-way conversations and discussions in how they operate when they deliver their information. If you make this a collective, fun conversation, then people are going to start strategically thinking about answers. They're going to strategically start thinking about their own scenarios in their own operations of your expertise and how they can begin applying it. It's how our neural networks work in our brain, right? We have to have this level of back and forth in order to stay tuned. In fact, every 12 to 18 seconds, you guys are dropping out. You're dropping out to process what I'm saying. I gotta get you back in. If I don't get you back in, then you're dropping out more and more, and you walk out of there and you're like, what did I just hear? What did I learn, right? So when we understand that, that's where the engagement comes in. We have to deliver information that's engaging and enlists, equips your audiences to do something, and then engage them to do it. So I want you to start thinking about becoming a trainer-minded speaker. I'm coining this term. It's a new phrase. I'm going to try to trademark it. But becoming a trainer-minded speaker, because everybody knows what a speaker is. If you bill yourself as a trainer, they may not hire you because they think of a trainer as something else. So become a trainer-minded speaker, and I'll give you those skill sets that you can have in your back pocket, and you can start getting that engagement. That make sense? How many of you want that? Yes or yes? Beautiful. Turn to your neighbor, give him a high five, and say, I want that.
I want that.
Concept number 2, write this down in your notes. This is like a Jeopardy quiz here because I'm giving you the answer before the question. So, Michael, could you read this out loud for me? Really loud.
The results of a fully co-created synergistic connection with the speaker, content, audience, and connect that enlists, equips, and engages the group into
Alignment.
Ultimate alignment.
Yes. Great. What is that word? Anybody think of that word? What does this describe? What is that word?
Funneled information to one thing.
Funneled information. Interesting. Keep going.
Message.
Message. Interesting. The result of a fully co-created synergistic connection with everything. Conversation starts with a C. You're getting closer. Connection even closer.
Communication.
Cooperation. Communication. Conversation. Get closer. I'm ready.
Collaboration.
Write this down. Coherence. Your goal as a speaker-minded trainer-minded speaker, is to create an environment of coherence. Did you know that within 10 feet, when we get within 10 feet of each other, our hearts are reaching out and trying to tap into each other and get on the same rhythms? We are striving as human beings. That's what we do. Just give me goosebumps. You got a strong heart, my friend. So we are literally, as human beings, let's tap into what's actually happening at a neurotransmitting level and take it for granted, right? Leverage it. Start connecting. I'm connecting with each one of you. And once I do connect, then your heart opens. And you are open to influence and you're open to trust. How many of you want audiences that are open? Yes. Beautiful. So that's what coherence is all about. And that's all the time I can spend on coherence. But everything that I teach is around getting more and more and more and more of this in your audiences from the get-go. In fact, before I even started, I did 5 things that you didn't even realize that helped us get more coherence in this room. Secrets, techniques to strategize. And when I look at my experience with you that way, I'm in control, right? I'm in control. I have a better experience that you can have as an audience member. How many of you want that? Yes. Beautiful. All right. So better speakers are gestalt. What is gestalt? All-encompassing. Yes. Like the whole is greater than the individual parts. Right? So speakers don't come in and, well, better speakers don't come in and just deliver their 7 minutes or 20 minutes. Oh, good, I'm done. Phew, that was fun. Right? Better speakers look at the entire experience. Right? From how the tables are set up, to the audio, to the video, to the sound, everything, you get to be in control. And when you're in more control, guess what happens to you?
Power.
Credibility? Power, yes. What else? Confidence, yes. You have more confidence. So, get conscious, strategic, and deliberate before, during, and after your session. When? Before, during, and after your session. You can get conscious, strategic, and deliberate. Say an excellent concept to remember. Very, very powerful. All right, we're getting into number 1. Okay, how many of you love to just boast about yourself? Of course. How many of you have pretty decent credentials? You think you do, right? So I was always trained in my trainer certification that we all have these credentials, and why else would we feel like we could even get up on stage? We have something to say. We know something. We have experience. We have to actually earn the right. This is powerful. I've had so many examples that I've experienced where speakers just get up off the table and get up on the stage without any earning the right introduction. And like what Betsy said today about how important it is to earn the right, always have an introduction. And this introduction can be super powerful to open the eyes and the ears of your audience, because there's people sitting in there, your audience, going, huh, who's she? What does she know? Right? They're like, convince me. And when they get to hear your past experience and what you've done and why you've earned the right to be on stage, it starts opening up their ears a little bit more, and they become more influential. Make sense?
Should somebody else?
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. If you're afraid of boasting about yourself or don't want to, always have another person do it. In fact, so this right here is actually a video that we don't have time to do, but you can do intro videos too if no one wants to, just take control, right? Have your own video done, and Chris Gosnell is right there in the back. She can put together your bio in a visual sense. You know, Sandra Yancey's done it several times, right? When she gets on stage, That's what I'm talking about. That's what we can do. So it's important for you to earn the right. If you don't take the time to create an intro, then you're going to be doing a disservice not only to yourself as a speaker, because they don't know. Did you guys know that I started the the Global Inspiration Institute? No, and it's on Forbes right now. Forbes took it over, actually. So you didn't know that. And that's a pretty cool credential, I would say. So they don't know this about you yet. Get it out there. Have them open their ears to listen to you in a different way. Okay? So we do bios, we do intro design in my workshop. And I'm going to have Miss Allie stand up and just do her first little paragraph intro. Let's give her a round of applause.
Okay, so Suzanne was phenomenal in helping me come up with this.
Louder.
Okay, my name is Allie Jensen, and like you, entrepreneur and trades business expert, Allison Jensen has seen many small service and trades businesses start and fail. Is it really the economy? Is it market saturation? Is having a successful business only for the chosen few? Or is there a deeper story?
Let's give her a round of applause. So that's just our first opener. There's a couple other paragraphs she's designed based on this template in order to provide that level of credential that she needs to get people excited about hearing her. Make sense? So this is some work, but it's worth the work, right? Really helps you establish your credential on stage. All right, number 2. This is an interesting one. Don't be the first to answer questions in the audience. Why? I'm not going to call on you. She did my workshop too. She did it too, as far as it. Don't be the first to answer questions in the audience. You are the speaker. You're the facilitator. You're the expert. You have all the answers, right, of the topic that you're giving. You got to withhold. Why? Why is that important? So you can engage the audience, right? So someone do a mock question for me. I'll just walk you through what this looks like. We practice this in the workshop, and it's counterintuitive. So it's really hard. You have to actually practice. So who has just a question out of the blue anywhere? Raise your hand. Beautiful. Let's, if you would stand up for me, what's your name?
Dr. Bonnie May.
Dr. Bonnie May. Let's welcome Dr. Bonnie May. What question do you have, Dr. Bonnie May?
How serious are you about being healthy?
Oh, wow. That's pretty powerful. How serious are you about being healthy? Can anybody answer that question for her? Yes, Allie. Wait.
I'm incredibly serious about being healthy because I want to know each and every one of my grandkids.
Oh, wow. Let's give her a round of applause for that. Dr. Bonnie May, add to that answer? Or maybe the question is, why should you be serious about getting healthy? Right? Anybody else have another answer? Why should you be serious? Yes, sir. Wait, say your name. Wait.
Mike Grievous, because about 3 years ago I had a stroke. Had I not been healthy, hydrated, detoxed, I would not have survived that stroke so well.
Oh, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you for that. Awesome. So did you see how that worked? Now we got this whole engagement of people thinking about how they would answer that question. Is she going to call on me? Is she going to? You know, all these things are going on. So they're thinking, they're strategizing, they're using their brain, they're active, which is opening them up more and more and more to a conversation and feeling safe. The more people talk in a group like this, the more safe the environment feels, right? Unless I slam you, right? Which we're not going to do. So this is very, very powerful. And then as a facilitator, if it's something in my expertise or area of expertise, I can say, let me just add to that too. These are all great answers, but I'm just going to add to that if you don't mind, Dr. Bonnie. Yes, great, beautiful. So then I'll say something, right? That's how you handle it. You are not technically the star in this. Your audience is the star. And when you drop down out of your head and into your heart, you can make them the star. And it becomes an engaging conversation that's fun and interesting, and people take it in and absorb it. Does this make sense? Yes. Is this good stuff? Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. All right, so your audience is the star. They have all the answers. We have this collective wisdom going on. They love to contribute what they know. You all have something to say. Let them say it. This is about enlisting, equipping, and engaging. They like to be acknowledged. And exposes the collective wisdom in the group. It really enhances it. Even at break, you have an opportunity to network even more because you know more about each other. How powerful is that? Pretty powerful. This takes practice because there is actually a technique to where you stand, where you go, how you acknowledge them, all these different steps that you can take that create that trust. Make sense? Awesome. Ready to move on? Yes. Are you getting something out of this?
Yes.
Awesome. Great. Finally, I'm on a mission. I am on a mission, in fact. I am on a mission.
Oh, stop.
Hello?
Hey, I'm calling for Jen Draper.
Oh, speaking?
Hey, Jen, Suzanne Tulien here. I am the president of the Sales Association here in town. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Thanks. Hey, listen, we have an upcoming event, and that we want to get you over to our association. We have about 75 people that meet on a monthly basis, and we all need to know your expertise. Word on the street is that you are the expert in bank, and we love that. We don't know much about it, but we want to have you over. But here's the thing. We're a nonprofit, and we don't pay speakers.
Oh, Suzanne, I'm so glad you thought of me. Thank you very much for that. I am a professional speaker. I do get paid for my talking engagements and for my workshops. That being said, I do occasionally, if the audience is right and the opportunity is good, consider waiving my fee. Let's talk a little bit about your audience and your logistics, and then I can send you over my win-win speakers agreement.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds great. I'm so much looking forward to it.
Great, thanks, Suzanne.
Thanks so much, Jen. Bye. So what happened there?
You didn't speak for free.
Right. So there are ways to not speak for free. How many of you have heard this? How many of you feel like, you probably spend hours putting your program together to make it just perfect, hours practicing it, hours just picking out what should you deliver, because you only have that 20 minutes, or maybe it's an hour, maybe it's a day, I don't know. But you spend time, and you have expertise in this, right? Shouldn't you get value for what you do? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Heck yes. So I'm on a mission for all you speakers to get out there and not accept free payment, but rather utilize what I call a win-win speakers agreement. There are tons of ways that these organizations can help you get on stage and you get something back from them. You might get a video recording of the speaking engagement, right? You might get posted on their website. You might get their email list so that you can thank them afterwards. But there's got to be some skin in the game. Please, 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 please don't flat out speak for free. Get them invested in you as a speaker. Okay? Committed? Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks for playing, Jen. All right, so finally, engaging speakers are what? Conscious, strategic, and deliberate. And our goal? Coherence. And we do that when? Before, during, and after. Absolutely. So I want you to think about this. If you utilized all of these techniques and more, who will you become on stage? Who will you become? What is the takeaway? The leftover perception. Think about that. Excellent. Anybody know? Have a word? A trainer-minded speaker. Good answer. Somebody was listening. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you got a lot out of it and enjoyed this conversation. I thought it was really